Hi everyone, my name is Alexa Voytek. I work for the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation. I am here in my home in Nashville, Tennessee, in my record listening area, and excited to share some tips with you in terms of how you can be just a little bit more sustainable in light of World Environment Day. So I'm here to tell you that many people may not know that about a quarter of all residential energy consumption is used on devices in idle power mode. Devices that we think are off, but they're still plugged in and are therefore still drawing electricity and using power. And so we call that in some instances phantom power or plug load. And so if we use the example of let's say an old VCR that's in your basement, that's plugged in, it's not being used, that VCR is drawing 13 watts a day, every day for a year. And every watt of power translates into just a bit less than 9 kilowatt hours per year. So the 13 watts a day translates into about 114 kilowatt hours per year. If we assume that electricity costs about 10 cents per kilowatt hour, which is about the average that Tennessee pays, that VCR is wasting about $11.40 a year, or $1 per month. It's not very much money, but if you think about it, if you have 20 to 30 appliances in your home that are all drawing and using power when they're not being used, you can see how it could add up. Another example is laptops. These are common culprits in homes. So if you always leave a laptop computer plugged in, even when the battery is already fully charged, it can use about 4.5 kilowatt hours a week or 235 kilowatt hours a year. Now each laptop is different, give or take, but that's just kind of a ballpark range to give you some point of reference. And to put that into context, that's more than the average person in some countries, including Cambodia and Kenya, uses in an entire year, according to World Bank statistics. So, according to Energy Star, the average US household spends about $100 a year to power devices that are turned off. And nationally, this phantom power accounts for more than 100 billion kilowatt hours and more than 10 billion in energy costs that we're spending on energy that's not even really being used. One of the easiest ways to minimize phantom power in your home is to plug devices into a power strip. And that way you can turn off the power strip when the devices are not in use. So here's an example where this is this amplifier, and I've also got my laptop plugged in. But if I turn off the power strip, then you see that everything goes completely off. Most power strips will cut that vampire power suck or that phantom load, plug load for any appliances that are plugged into it. And so what is the bottom line here? Unplugging your appliances, it's not going to make you rich by any means, but you can potentially save 5 to 10% on your utility bills just by being smarter about either unplugging things from the wall when they don't need to be plugged in, or using a power strip to help minimize that phantom power. So thanks so much for listening, and I encourage you to upload your own videos and share tips in terms of things that you do at home to be a little bit more sustainable and efficient with your energy use. Thanks so much.